China is rapidly emerging as the next world superpower. It's no secret. Everyone who's paying attention can see it coming. China has the world's largest manufacturing sector. In terms of real GDP, perhaps China already has the world's largest economy. China has taken the lead in many high-tech sectors, including renewable energy. China has gone through rapid military modernization. They have a massive and well-equipped army. They have the biggest navy in the world by warship numbers. They are a member of the nuclear club. China is the largest exporter of goods in the world and the second largest importer. The People's Republic has had consistent economic growth rates of around 10% for 30 years now. And I've heard several Western economists say that China will sustain its growth rates for some time to come. The country's rapid economic growth has delivered higher incomes and a substantial reduction in the number of people living in absolute poverty, which is surely a great thing. But there's a lot more to China than its impressive economy and its shiny new super cities. There's the Communist Party, of course, the communist government, a government which leads the world in executions. It's not a secret that China has a terrible human rights record. Torture, grossly excessive use of force in public order policing, repression of dissent, forced repatriation of asylum seekers without recourse to a refugee determination procedure. Those are just a few examples. Many people in China have been sent to re-education through labour camps over the years. Critics of the regime and followers of banned beliefs are sent to these camps for years at a time and kept in extremely harsh conditions. Chinese folks who have the courage to speak out on certain issues, politically sensitive issues, are frequently put under house arrest or imprisoned. China has been described as the world's leading jailer of journalists. China's judicial system has been said to fall way short of international standards. Certain books are banned in China. Hundreds of websites are blocked or banned. People are targeted and persecuted for their beliefs. Workers are denied their rights. I could go on. there's a lot of evidence that over the years the PRC has abused psychiatry for political purposes in a systematic way. Robin Monroe wrote a book about this maybe 10 years ago called Dangerous Minds: Political Psychiatry in China Today and Its Origins in the Mao Era. Go read it, seriously. Creepy stuff. The Chinese government thinks that it has a responsibility to create a harmonious society. They believe individual rights should be sacrificed for the wider needs of society. The welfare of the collective should always be put ahead of the rights of any individual whenever conflict between them arises. That's what the communist government argues. A lot of people think China will replace the United States as global hegemon in the coming decades. What will a world order centered around China be like? Liberal, individualistic, democratic, or collectivist, state-centered and authoritarian? I suggest the latter. Still though, could a China-led world be any worse than a US-led one? That remains to be seen. There's no guarantee, of course, that China will take its place as global hegemon. There are deep tensions, cleavages and inequalities in Chinese society which could derail China's progression in the coming years. If China were pushed into disarray and disintegration, it wouldn't be the first time, you know? China's amazing growth in the last few decades may have risen many millions out of poverty, which is a great thing, but it has come at the expense of a ravaged environment. The most polluted cities and rivers in the world are in the People's Republic. They have had clean water shortages before, and problems with water may prove to be a big stumbling block in the future. But personally, I do think China will rise to the top of the League of Nations, so to speak. How America deals with being replaced as world leader could well have far-reaching consequences for all of us, maybe. Peace.